So now, if you scroll down to where it says Fmh CRM in Autodialer, here is the Autodialer in the CRM. So we have it here, and there are 3 videos here. There's 3 parts, so we have part 1, 2, and 3. And underneath of each video, you have the text, so you can read it. And so you have you listen to it, you visualize it, you read it. So you have it there. You can read it 100 times. It's there to understand it. Okay, so can you please play the first video?
Welcome to fundmyhome.org. The following 3 videos showcase the functionalities of our state-of-the-art CRM and Autodialer. This is part 1, so please stay tuned for part 2 and 3 of this presentation. Fundmyhome.org is proud and excited to announce the introduction of its newest sales management tool, the Fmh CRM. It is designed to be both the command and communication center between home buyers, associates, the home office, lenders and realtors, and all customers in general. It is designed to be both the command and communication center between home buyers, associates, the home office, lenders and realtors, and all customers in general. Every day we use multiple communication channels to talk to our clients. Why not unify all of them? The Fmh CRM does just that. In just a few minutes, you can connect your phone, email, social networks and messengers. Our CRM will do the rest. Do your clients call you frequently? They will be automatically connected to the assigned manager. The call will be recorded and rated by your client. Our CRM will schedule follow-up calls as well. Are you relying on email? All emails, yours and clients, as well as replies are automatically attached to CRM records. What about instant messages? Your messages will be received inside the Fmh CRM, and their replies will be sent back to the messenger they were sent from. And yes, those conversations are stored inside the CRM. You can master the CRM in minutes. It will literally tell you what to do next, what is planned for today, what is overdue, and which opportunities don't have any activities planned. Simply clear your due tasks by the end of the day, and have yourself a productive day. The CRM can build new and recurring sales reports, tell you the number of new clients, show communication load, or manage your workload. Your sales process is now fully transparent. Connect multiple communication channels, finish your tasks, and close more deals. The Fmh CRM will guide you right through it. The Fmh CRM keeps you well informed and in constant communication. By providing you instant access to status updates, you can efficiently corroborate with your customers. You can now monitor the different Fmh workflows, as sticky orders, and watch your customers being competently moved through their processes. As soon as you log in with your credentials, the Deals section pops up. From there, to check on a specific customer report, you would simply click on their sticky order to look into the specifics and the progress of your customers' applications, and add important comments that you may want to share with the home office. Our home office handles the workflow of your customers as sticky orders so you can visualize, day by day, in which status your customers are located. Once the Fmh CRM detects that a new customer ID has been created, the CRM then organizes the ID number as a new transaction and moves the sticky order to the customer welcome call department. No further need to use our online calendar. A member of our home office will call and welcome your customers to fundmyhome.org. In such cases, that your customers missed our calls, our home office continues to call, leaving voicemails and emailing your customers our contact information. Note, with this approach, we hereby discontinue the use of our online calendar. Our brief welcome call is intended to familiarize your customers with our process and provide them with the necessary links to our down payment assistance calculator, pre-qualification questionnaire, and document uploader. As soon as our home office completes their customer welcome call, the sticky order is dragged to the pre-qualification questionnaire department, where a counselor is appointed to conduct their pre-qualification review call. From there, The customer then receives a congratulations and recapitulation letter, and instructions to upload their supportive documents. Then, when the documents are uploaded, our CRM moves the order to our quality control department, where is then moved to participating lenders, realtors, title companies, service providers, and so on until the transaction is funded and closed. You in turn, remain well informed through the process, with 24-hour access to customers' workflow status updates, as you log in day by day on your Fmh CRM, to run your daily business activities. We have a great company, with great products and services, that everyone wants and needs, a company that offers you the opportunity to build a business within our business, to share with other team members our powerful, lucrative, and personally rewarding business opportunity. We realize that the more you prospect, the more you can succeed at fundmyhome.org. In other words, someone has to make the calls. As such, it is with pleasure that we announce that we have also incorporated a state-of-the-art Autodialer into our CRM, that every participating associate member can use to prospect and follow up with their new customers. This tool is designed and delivered with the intention to provide our associate members with a true work environment that they all can use daily to excel in their business endeavors. Next. In our next video, part 2 of our 3-video series, we illustrate why, when, and how our associate members gain access to our workflow CRM as observers of their own transactions. Please stay tuned for part 2 and 3 of this presentation.
Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Okay, Ken. So guys, so what we're showing you here is that how you are going to have access to our CRM and Autodialer. So there's going to be access to it as a observer of your transactions, and then access as a salesperson. Okay, it's basically those out. Now, in this video, if you heard, we are, because of the way that this CRM works, we are no longer it's not longer a necessity to have the calendar. So the online calendar is tonight is being discontinued. So the moment that a transaction text originates, our home office will then follow step by step in the different departments, including lenders, realtors, and everybody involved is going to be proactive, contacting the customers directly, not waiting for them to contact, for them to finding out how they're going to understand how to do a calendar or anything like that. So we have so many people working on these different departments that the more people that they work on the different departments, the more that they push each other, because somebody finds themselves in the necessity that they got to move because the next guy needs to move. So it keeps everybody moving. So the CRM lets everybody know where they are, what needs to be done at the very moment. Ken, go ahead and play the second video, please. So in this video, we're going to show how and who gets access. Go ahead, please.
Welcome to fundmyhome.org. This short video is part 2 of our 3-video series showcasing our state-of-the-art CRM and Autodialer, so please stay tuned for part 3 of this presentation. In this video, we illustrate why, when, and how our associate members gain access to our workflow CRM as observers of their own transactions. Pertaining to observers, new customer workflows are created in our CRM each time your customers create an ID number on your fundmyhome.org website. As per notifications are concerned, customers receive a welcome email, and simultaneously, associates receive a congratulations email, and our home office receives notification that a new customer ID has been created. Next, the home office organizes the file by setting reminders for follow-up calls and holiday greetings, by classifying the customer as a home buyer, as a home seller, or a real estate investor. Associate members can view the order numbers of their customers, created by our CRM, and view desired information such as their names, their last names, phone numbers, email addresses, customer ID numbers, etc. You can view status reports, track workflows, and interact with management, leaving your comments in the internal chat of our CRM. Customers are then placed in their corresponding workflow funnels and assigned to counselors, specialized in the required area of expertise. You, the associate member, can have access to observe the progress of your customers, in some, or all of the following workflow points: Down Payment Assistance Pre-Approval Department, Quality Control Department, Lender Loan Pre-Approval Department, Real Estate Department, Title and Escrow Department, Lender Loan Processing Department, and Associate Sales Process and Autodialer. Next, our home office sends you an invitation to accept access to our CRM and watch over the workflow of your customers. To watch over the workflow status of your customers, you must first perform the following steps to accept the invitation and gain access to our CRM as an observer. Invitation to create your CRM account. You will receive an email containing your credentials for gaining access as an observer to our CRM. There, you would press the access link which will redirect you to our account creation area, where you would enter the same email address that you used to receive your invitation, and then proceed to select a password of your preference. Access to your CRM will be configured by our home office the next available working day. How to keep track of your customers as an observer. Once you arrive at your CRM, as an observer, your visualization process is quite simple. The first thing you do is find out where your customers are located within our workflow departments. You can find your customers by clicking on our drop-down menu. The drop-down menu displays numbers indicating the number of customers that you have working in each department. Next, select a department, and use the left and right arrow to find out in which phase of that department your customers are located. And that is all. Note, your access to this account remains enabled while your customers are in process. You regain access to your same account area each time you have new customers in process. Tracking your customers' workflow. In this example, we will talk about your homebuyers applying to receive down payment assistance from fundmyhome.org. Let's review. Your customers use our online down payment assistance calculator, create their customer ID number, and submit their down payment assistance pre-qualification questionnaire. Next, they submit their mortgage loan application on our mortgage application portal, brought to you courtesy of United Wholesale Mortgage Lender. Once the customer ID is created, our home office classifies the customer and assigns the file to a trained counselor. The first department in this homebuyer workflow funnel is charged with the responsibility of conducting the pre-qualification review call with your customers to confirm the dollar amount of their potential eligibility. The dollar amount of their potential eligibility is then matched to their local real estate market conditions. A recapitulation email and needs analysis is sent out for signature. The counselor obtains and reviews your customer's supportive documentation and conducts a document review call with your customer to review their documents together. In our next video, part 3 of our 3-video series, we illustrate why, when, and how our associate members gain access to the functionalities of our Autodialer as marketers of fundmyhome.org. So please stay tuned for part 3 of this presentation.
So the summary to this part is that once you have a customer, we are going to give you access as an observer to observe the flow of the work of your customers in whichever state they are in the processes. It could be an investor, could be a home buyer, but each of the phases has different steps, different departments, different companies. You have down payment assistance company, you have a lender, you have title companies, then you have all the way to the closing. So you'll be able to see exactly where they are, be able to make comments, and you have a complete understanding, 24-hour access to updates. So this is the access to the CRM as observers. Now, the more interactive one will be the access to the Autodialer as a salesperson, as a marketer. And that will be the next video. It's actually very, very simple, but this is when now you begin to hit the button and begin to sell. So go ahead, please, Ken, and press that.
Welcome to fundmyhome.org. This short video is part 3 of our 3-video series showcasing our state-of-the-art CRM and Autodialer. In this video, we illustrate why, when, and how our associate members gain access to the functionalities of our Autodialer, as marketers of fundmyhome.org. The file is moved to Quality Control for review before the file is moved to the lender's pre-approval department, where the file is then assigned to a junior mortgage loan processor, who reviews the loan application and pulls their credit report. Once the junior mortgage loan processor issues a loan pre-approval, the file is then moved to the real estate department, where the file is then assigned to one of our preferred realtors. The assigned realtor then searches for real estate properties that match their needs analysis and schedules appointments with your homebuyer to view them. Properties are selected, and offers to purchase them are sent to sellers. Once a property is entered under contract, the preferred realtor sets reminders to receive earnest deposits and order property inspections. Once the property inspection is conducted and the home buyer approves of the condition of the property, the file is then moved to the title and escrow department and simultaneously moved to the lender's department for mortgage processing, for final loan approval, funding and closing. At the end of these internal processes, the customer's file reaches OAT's final phase, and the CRM system suspends the observer access to the associate. Associates regain observer access to their CRM accounts when they bring forth new active customers. To avoid redundancy, we've kept this Autodialer illustration rather simple. How our associate members benefit. Our associate members benefit in using our Autodialer, in the sense that they can use our data, or their own data, to dial hundreds, or even thousands of prospects each day. The goal, in bringing forward our Autodialer, along with our great products and services, is to provide our associate members with a productive work environment, in which they can forge successful work habits that yield predictable, desirable results. Our FMH Autodialer will literally tell you what to do next, what is planned for today, what is overdue, and which opportunities don't have any activities planned. You simply clear your due tasks by the end of the day, and see the results of a productive day. Associate members using our Autodialer will find that our Autodialer is also connected to our own online video conferencing and screen share webinar platform. For quality control and training purposes, the Autodialer records all calls, emails or text messages sent or received by our Autodialer, as well as it records your online webinar sessions. These recordings are available for playback as MP3 files, which you can use to grade yourself on the performance of your own calls and video conferencing sessions. How to start, pause, and end your sales sessions. Open the Autodialer contact list, and select the customers you wish to call. This should be a maximum of 500 contacts per campaign. To start dialing, simply click on the contact menu located at the top left of your CRM. There, your contact list will appear. You would then check mark on each contact individually, or click the For All menu, to select all the contacts in your list. Then click on Start Dialing, at the bottom middle section of your contact list. To prepare the customer list, you can select all contacts, or use filters, to create your custom parameter list, for example, customers created this month. To manually add more contacts to your list, click on the Add button located on the top right side of your CRM, where a new window will open for you to manually enter information about your new contacts, then press Save. Alternatively, you can contact our home office to upload large files to your contact list. You can pause the Autodialer by placing your connection in unavailable status, until you are ready to return, then place it in available status to resume dialing or receiving phone calls. The Autodialer automatically stops dialing when it completes your selected contact list, and generates a summary of the results of your campaigns, dialed by you, or the system. You can always stop dialing campaigns that are in progress by pressing the Stop button, at the bottom of the list. How to start video conferencing sessions. You can find video conferencing capabilities in the list of options, located on the right side of your Autodialer. There, you can indicate the user with whom you wish to invite, both internal and external, and share a link to your video conferencing session. How to send emails. In the upper right section, the system shows a menu located within your transactions that you can click on to send emails. There, you would select the sending email address where the email is being sent from, and in turn, select the destination email. You then compose and send your emails. You automatically receive copies of your emails, and their records remain in the system for your review and to track the performance of your negotiations. How and where phone calls, video conferencing, email, and text message recordings are reviewed. The comment menu tab shows the records of all conversations and all the processes generated and sent to your customers. Remember, you are given observer access to our CRM to watch the workflow of each of your customers every time one of your customer produces a customer ID number. There is a monthly cost associated in using our Fmh Autodialer. Please email support@fundmyhome.org for information on how to obtain access to our Autodialer. In closing to this video, thank you for your participation in fundmyhome.org, as we are.
Okay, guys, so this was a lot of information, I understand, and it's there to read, to watch, but I'm going to summarize this quickly for you. You will quickly master this. All you have to do is get in and only move in the limited areas that we are allowing you to move in, and understand it very quickly. You literally will understand this in minutes. When we set you up with your emails, with your phones, your extension numbers, everything. This system will give you MP3 files so that you could listen to your own recordings, so that you could see what was the temperature of your conversation, whether you were doing really well or poor, whether the customer was a different type of personality, however you need it. So it will give you the ability to watch and listen to your own video conferencing that you recorded with your customers. So you're having a conversation. You first of all, you press the button, begin dialing, and you have a conversation. Next, person is interested, take them to the source. You quickly open your own video conferencing capabilities and show them your site. Simple stuff, and they may or may not surprise you later on, the next day, tonight, whenever, surprise you with a new customer ID number. When the customer ID number is created, we are going to configure your invitation as an observer of that transaction. When you go back to the CRM as an observer, all you have to do is go to the drop-down menu and look at the different departments that we have, and you'll be seeing how many customers you have in each department, in each step of each department, and you'll be able to follow everything easily. But the whole thing starts with the Autodialer. And with the Autodialer, we have very good data, very good data. But the way that we use the data, literally, you don't have to have good data at the end. Because a question that has always worked is, do you or anybody you know is in the market for buying a home in the next 3 days? 3 days. And they'll tell you whatever story, and you're going to say, well, that's interesting. But if you were going to buy, where will you buy? Look, whatever you do it. But when you ask a question like that, it doesn't matter who answers the phone. Do you or anybody you know? This is what we do. We provide down-payment assistance. Look, we give you a suggested sales pitch, and you do whatever you want with it. It doesn't matter who answers the phone. Look, this is proven communication systems. Phone answers, and you said, "Can you help me out?" Sure, of course. Well, do you or anybody you know is in the market for buying a house in the next 3 days? That's it. Before you answer the question, think about it very carefully. Simple. Or come up with your own sales pitch if you think it's better. It works for us like it's magic every time. I cannot tell you how much money we make with that. Okay, so the auto dialer. So what we want is we want everyone here to make hundreds of thousands of dollars. The only way you're going to make hundreds of thousands of dollars is by dialing out. You don't have to do anything but do that. So we are making a requirement that everybody has at least 50 hours of, of data to call. 50 hours, 50 minutes, which amounts to 3,000 minutes. So how much does that cost? How much does it cost to have 3,000 minutes worth of calls here? That costs $300. Now think about this for a moment. $300, 3,000 minutes to tell people that we give out free money, that we do great transactions for real estate, this and the other. 3,000 minutes, 50 hours of phone calls. I'm not talking about 50 hours of picking up a shovel, 50 hours of talking, moving your lips and making sounds. 50 hours, 3,000 minutes. Look, if you cannot make a sale in 3,000 minutes of an auto dialer giving you these great products and services, then you have now proven to yourself that this is not for you. So the investment to discover this is only $300. It will be very, very unlikely that you don't make a sale after you dial and spend 3,000 hours on a CRM. Impossible. But if it didn't happen, then at least you know. And it costs you $300 to figure this out. That's the cost of the CRM. Everybody is required to have at least 50 hours of our minutes, and we want you to use them. And that's the only way that people are going to come here and come to work. Because to come to fundmyhome.org and not work, it doesn't help anybody. It doesn't help you, who you are very faithful and you give us all your your tremendous support, and it doesn't help anybody. So we want to answer your questions when you have customers. We want to answer your question when you want to know how to get customers. Because when you have customers, we're gonna working for you. We're gonna working for you. Now we have so many departments, so many people depending on each other, moving along through it, that the system will not allow anybody to fall through. It's impossible now. All you have to do if you have to make the sales, and we take care of the rest. So like we say, it could not be any easier to make marketing fees at fundmyhome.org. But the point that we're trying to make is making very high marketing fees. And so this is what I wanted to share with you. Thank you for coming, everybody, for your patience, for your participation, for your good faith. We want everybody to succeed. We want people to make tremendous amount of money, not just a little bit here, okay? Because it's all doable. And grow your team. But from now on, your team needs to come in ready to work.